السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you, Adham? I can only see you. No one else? I think they have difficulties logging in to the website. Anyway, we can test your microphone before they come, okay? Adham, can you hear me? Hello? Welcome, salam. Okay, guys, welcome to this lesson. It is the no, I couldn't hear anything, Adham. Anyway, welcome to this lesson. It is the 20th lesson, and the topic of this lesson is Welcome to London. It is a reading lesson. It's okay, take your time. This lesson was prepared by Mr. Faisal Al-Freih and will be presented by Hattan Sadiq. So let's move on. Here are the aims or the objectives of this lesson: to give students practice in making predictions about the contents provided based on visual prompts, prepare students for reading activities, give students practice in identifying the main ideas of dialogues and articles, to help students to understand conversational English. So now we are inshallah going to move on and start. Oh, you okay, no problem. I will test both microphones, you and Salam. Only three of us are here. So we are going to take our time reading today, inshallah. Good evening, Adham. Can you hear me now? Adham, I can't hear anything. You can go up to the microphone settings. Salam, can you hear Adham speaking? Salam? No, so we couldn't hear you, Adham. You can run the setup wizard up next to your name. Next to your name, I mean. Salam, can we test your microphone, please? Okay. Good evening, Salam. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Sounds great. Your microphone seems to be working, so you are going to read a lot today, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
I will get to you. I will get back to you as soon as we get the passage. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay. Here is the topic of this lesson. Welcome to London. A short hyperlapse film. It means that it moves very fast. Okay. Let's move on. Here is Here are two pictures. The first one is a map of the Great Britain, and the other one is a picture of a public subway underground with a bus, public transportation, and a taxi as well with a motorbike. London, The business and financial heart of United Kingdom, of the United Kingdom. Question number 1. What do you know about London? Do you know anything about London, guys? Adham and Salam. Big Ben? You mean the clock? Okay. Is it a village, town, or a city? It is a city. Is it a capital city or just a city? Okay, let's move to the second question. What is the biggest city? Just city. So it is not the capital city. Okay. What is the biggest city in Britain? The biggest city in Britain. Do you know the biggest city in Britain? Is it Glasgow, London, Dublin, Liverpool? What do you think, guys? Really? Okay. Liverpool. So it's not London? Okay. I will consider your answer correct, but it is not. London is the biggest city in Britain. Okay. Do you plan to visit London in future? And why? Uh, uh, Let me ask you this question first. Have you ever visited London? Adham and Salam? No. Adham, what about you? Have you ever visited London? Oh, your dad did. Okay, very good. What is the meaning of underground? This word, underground. Underground. Metro. Good job. Nice. This is by the way, which country's flag is this? Do you know this flag? England? England's flag is white with a red cross. So what do you think, Adham? What do you think, Salam? Can you read this? This is a good clue. Okay, yes, yes, this is the British flag. Britain, Great Britain, United Kingdom. Okay, so let's move on. Business trip. Salam, are you ready? Do you want to take a few seconds to read it silently, I mean? Okay, no problem. Make sure that when you read Salam, it's okay to make mistakes. You can read slowly and try to pronounce each word correctly. Adham, did you fix your microphone? Oh, you don't know how? Okay, no problem. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I will enable your tools so you can go on and yes, good job.
Business trip. Sammy's father sometimes goes to England on business. This year, Sammy went with him and they stayed in hotel in London for weekend. It's much colder there than in Riyadh. So Sammy's father took him to Jib department store to buy warm clothes. He noticed that everything in the store cost more than in Saudi Arabia. On the first day, they took a bus tour and saw many famous buildings and monuments. Sammy thought that the most interesting of these was Buckingham Place, the home of Queen Elizabeth I. The next day, they went on a boat trip on the river Thames and rode on the London Eye. They had wonderful views of the city from the top. Sammy could see that London is bigger than Riyadh.
Thank you so much, Salam. Thank you so much. By the way, Adham, you can check the settings of your microphone in the top of the page, not in the attendance sheet. You can see the quality of, okay, just a moment, okay. Adham, can you hear me? Hello? Adham, I only hear ghosts. You want me to keep it on mute? Okay, no problem. Okay, so now let's move on. Adham, I can't keep it enabled because we hear echo. Okay, let's move to the next page. After reading, are the sentences about the text true or false? It is not as cold in Riyadh as it is in London. Is that true or false? What do you think, guys? Welcome, Anas. True, Salam. What do you think, Adham? What do you think, Anas? Anas, you did not read the passage. Okay. What about the second one? Stores in Riyadh are not as large as those in London. Is that true or false? True. Okay. Prices in Saudi are less expensive than in London. Oh, really? It's okay. So let's get back and I will read it for you. Okay. Sammy's father sometimes goes to England on business. This year, Sammy went without him and they stayed in a hotel in London for a weekend. It is much colder there than in Riyadh, so Sammy's father took him to a department store to buy a warm coat. He noticed that everything in the store cost more than in Saudi Arabia. On the first day, they took a bus tour and saw many famous buildings and monuments. Sami thought that that the most interesting of these was Buckingham Palace, the home of Queen Elizabeth II. This is 2, okay? The next day, they went on a boat trip on the river Thames and rode on the London Eye. They had wonderful views of the city from the top. Sami could see that London is bigger than Riyadh. And here, I mean by 2, sometimes if you have a watch that the numbers are written in Gregorian, I think. Say 1, then 2, then 3, and then you have like 4, and then you have V. V means 5, I think. Okay. So what do you think of this? Prices in Saudi Arabia are less expensive than in London. Is that true or false? True? True? What about you, Anas? Anas, hello, can you hear me, Anas? Anas? It's okay. Buckingham Palace was less interesting than the other buildings. Okay, thank you for responding. Is that true or false? True, Adham? Anas, true as well? And Salam said true. Okay. Less interesting, not more interesting. Are you quite sure about that, guys? Salam, you changed your mind? I would accept your answer. Yes, it is false, I think. I don't know. We have to check that in the next page, in the next slide, I mean. Okay. London is not as big as Riyadh. London is not as big as Riyadh. Is that true or false? Hey guys, can you hear me? Maybe false. Are you quite sure, Adam, that Riyadh is bigger than London? Okay, no problem. Okay. London is not. Really? Salam? Salam? Do you think Riyadh is bigger than London? Okay, I would accept your answer. But let's say something, Salam. Now I know that you have kind of conflict. You were confused, 3 of you. Why is this? Because most of them are written in negative. For example, Hattan is not as tall as Salam, for example. With negativing or giving a negative to a negative makes it positive. Hattan is not as tall as Salam, and that is false. It means that they are as tall as each other. Okay, guys? Guys, do you understand me? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So let's move on. So here are the answers. Yeah, negative meaning. Negative statement with a false makes it positive, okay? Yeah, it's okay. It is not as cold as in, it's not as cold in Riyadh as it is in London, and that is true. It's stores in Riyadh are not as large as those in London, and that's true. Prices in Saudi Arabia are less expensive than in London. Yes, it means cheaper, okay? Not expensive, cheap. Not cheap means expensive. Buckingham Palace was less interesting than the other buildings. So we have more interesting and less interesting when it has lower value, okay? London is not as big as Riyadh, and that is false. London is way bigger than Riyadh. Okay, guys? Welcome, Ahmed. Ahmed, can you hear me? Hello? Ahmed? Okay, let's move on. Oh, good job. So now we are moving to the next activity. Conversation. I need Fadi and Adnan. Now I'm 100% sure that Salam's microphone is working properly. I need someone else to volunteer. Anas or Ahmed? Who wants? Oh, Anas, you don't have a microphone. Oh, you can't read, really? Oops. We are in a big trouble now. You can't read as well? Okay. I will read this conversation, okay? After reading, I want you to evaluate my reading, okay? So, let's move on. Hi, this is a surprise. Hi there. Long time no see. Yeah, we haven't seen each other for about 5 years? Since high school? It's okay, Anas. No problem. Has it been that long? Yeah. So, how are you doing? Great. I'm working in a bank. I've been in the accounting department for a year now, and you haven't changed at all. Well, you have, you are looking more, well, serious. How long have you worn a suit and tie? Since I started working. Do you like it? Sure. It makes you look really professional. And what have you been up to? I've taken over my father's restaurant and I got married last year. Really? Congratulations. I'm getting married next month. I wanted to finish college and start a career before I settle down. So, I'm going to read this again for you guys, just to make sure that everyone got every single word there, okay? This is a surprise. You know the meaning of surprise, right? Surprise, surprise, like Kinder Surprise, okay. Hi there, long time no see. It means that it has been a long time since I saw you, okay? Yeah, we haven't seen each other for about 5 years, since high school. Has it been that long? Yeah. So, how are you doing? Great. I'm working in a bank. I've been in the accounting department for a year now. And you haven't changed at all? Well, you have. You're looking more, well, serious. How long have you worn a suit and tie? Suit and tie. This little thing over here is the tie, okay? Since I started working. Do you like it? Sure. It makes you look really professional. And what have you been up to? I've taken over my father's restaurant, and I got married last year. Really? Congratulations. I'm getting married next month. I wanted to finish college and start a career before I settle down. Okay, are you done with that? Do you want me to repeat? Hello? Okay, you're fine with that, okay. But guys, Fadi wasn't polite at all. Do you know why? Because he did not invite Adnan. He said, I'm getting married next month. He didn't invite him, okay? I'm just kidding you. Let's move on. Here are the questions. How long has it been since Adnan and Fadi have seen each other? Go ahead, click on that keyboard and type the answer. 5 years. Good job, Salam. Good job. They haven't seen each other. 5 years. Good job. What do you think of number 2? Have they changed a lot? Hit that keyboard. Go ahead. Yes or no? Only yes or no. Yes. Yes. Good job. Where is Fadi working? Where is Fadi working? Bank? Are you asking or answering, Adham? Wondering, maybe? Oh, okay, so you are wondering. Okay, good job. Thank you. Let's check the answers here. Five years. Yes, they have changed a lot. In a bank, accounting department. You nailed it. Good job, Adham. Good job, Salam. Good job, everyone. Ahmed as well. Let's move on. It's okay. No worries. Okay, guys, I want you to go through some words here. For example, the word, yes, we have talked about surprise. What do you think of the word since? What does since? No, come on, don't type in Arabic. Can we say, for example, since 7 days, for example, ago? Good job. Since. Good job. Since 3 years, since yesterday, okay, like 5 years ago. It has been 5 years since that time. Anyway, another question. Do you know when we use for time expressions? For example, I haven't seen Ahmed for 3 years, for example. 3 years, for 3 years. Again, I mean the word for, okay? When we say, for example, I haven't seen Ahmed for 5 years. When we have number of years, number of number of days or years, weeks, whatever, we use for, and we use since with years. I will tell you. Okay, we use since with years and occasions that happened. For example, this is an occasion, high school. They were together, so he said 5 years since high school. You can use since with years as well. For example, I haven't seen Ali since 2005. You can't say I haven't seen Ali since 3 years ago. No way. No way. We use since with years. 2005, 1995, 2010, etc. And we use it with occasions since high school. Okay? We use for number of years. For example, I haven't seen Ahmed for 17 years. I haven't seen him for 17 days, for example, etc. Did you get this? Okay, sounds straight, no problem. Okay, good job. Good job. And if you want to make sure that you are familiar with what I'm saying, I want you to go back and check the recording for the present perfect tense lesson. It has this detail, okay? And now let's move on. Congratulations. Do you know the word congratulations? Do you know it? The meaning of the word congratulations? To congratulate someone for an achievement. For example, the Saudi national team won 3-0 yesterday. So we say congratulations, okay? What about the word personal? Well, professional, sorry. Professional. Professional and not professional. Professional is to be like, I'm waiting for response. Good job, yeah. Congratulations means good job. Yes, good job. Being professional as well is an act that you do and you look to pursue for perfection. Anyway, we are going to move now. Yes, genius. Genius is clever, smart, intelligent. Sorry. Anyway, let's read this summary here. London is the capital city of both England and the United Kingdom. So it is the capital city for both the United Kingdom and England. This is England, okay? And this is London. It is so big. It has been an influential city for 2,000 years. Influential, it means that it has an influence, okay? It has an influence or impact for 2,000 years. And its history goes back to when the Romans settled there. The Romans settled in London. Excuse me. And named it Londonium. Londonium. Okay? This is the old name for London. Londonium. Londinium. I don't know how do they pronounce it, but it is Londinium. Okay? London's core. Okay? London's core, you know? The core of something is the middle, the center of something, okay? The ancient city of London, the square mile, still has its medieval boundaries. However, boundaries, you know, boundaries like the frontiers, boundaries. For example, what is the boundaries for this page? These are the boundaries, okay? These are the boundaries. However, since at least the 19th century, the name London has also referred to the whole metropolis that has developed around it. So for example, let's talk about Riyadh. Do you know the old city of Riyadh? It is very small, but now Riyadh is getting bigger and all the metropolis around Riyadh are growing. For example, you know Al-Faisaliya Tower and Al-Mamlaka Tower. They are not in old Riyadh, but they are in the metropolis around Riyadh. So all the countries, all the cities developed. Anyway, this is the end of this lesson. Thank you for reading, listening, and participating. Feel free to ask any questions. Do you have any questions, guys?